Hello everybody and welcome back to my Let's Play of Star Trek 25th Anniversary. We received a distress call from Harry Mudd, who's a known con man who had several run-ins with the Enterprise during the original series, and he's being troubled by Elasi pirates. We're on a ship that he's salvaging, trying to figure out why the Elasis are continuing to harass him. I don't know what caused that. It's a kind of lock up. This is his Miracle Degrimers. They said he sold the Elasi.
Dust and grease lifts off the surface, leaving this item clean as new.
So it really does work. But these lens look like it could maybe fit on top of this.
These two things fit together like they were made for each other.
Now let's see what happens when we use it.
Well, now I think we know why the Elasi pirates were so interested in finding out where Mudd was getting these.
Could be used as a good weapon, I guess. Okay, one of the mysteries is kind of coming together. What the hell is that?
A Saber ship emergency life support generator, generally used for temporary life support during evacuation of small damaged ships.
Evidently, Mr. Mudd was unwilling to pay the price for a reliable salvage model.
A salvage lock hatch, a common type used to link a derelict to the ship doing the salvaging.
It appears that Harry Mudd managed to emplace this access hatch without significantly damaging the alien ship.
Will wonders never cease?
A salvage lock hatch.
It appears that Harry...
Will wonders never cease?
Tall, transparent columns run through the ceiling. Energy crackles in between the dodecahedrons inside them. You look but see nothing of a large claw-like device hangs from the ceiling. Lieutenant Buchert watches and says nothing. He's the strong, silent type. McCoy glances back and forth, looking for a sign of Harry Mudd. James T. Kirk, exploring the unknown is one of the few pleasures that the burden of command allows him. Spock continues to examine the equipment with a scientist's eye.
Let's see.
You get no response.
When we get back to the Enterprise, you're gonna have to tell me everything you know about this Mudd guy. Sir.
You know, Lieutenant, they say if you can't say anything good about a person, you shouldn't say anything at all. In that case, I've got a lot I shouldn't say about Harry Mudd.
Just think of it, Spock. An advanced civilization with powerful technology and nearly unlimited knowledge. And yet all of that didn't save them.
It is a sobering thought, Captain.
I think that conversation's kind of put at the wrong area because this is the second point you reach in the ship and you still
Unlike
don't know.
humans, I do not decrease my efficiency with meaningless dialogue.
Spock, meaningless conversation is one of life's great pleasures.
This Saber ship life support generator has seen a great deal of use. It was never a reliable model, being prone to break down without warning. It is, however, properly connected with warning alarms for temperature, atmosphere, and radiation. An unusual matter-antimatter engine, reminiscent of the designs created by the Hoopoe of Cygnus 4.
Okay. Wait, I wonder if... Never mind. Can't stop him walking. See what's up here.
A row of unmarked cylindrical containers.
Oh, I think I need to do something down here.
Kirk to Enterprise.
For some reason the Enterprise is having troubles.
An elaborate piece of alien-looking machinery. These cylinders have fallen down from the rest. James T. Kirk, dwarfed by the technology that surrounds him. McCoy is scowling, probably from your meeting with Harcourt Fenton Mudd. Lieutenant Buchard waiting for a chance to perform his duty. Mr. Spock is looking forward to the moment that he can sit down at the main computer and analyze the findings of this mission. A large claw-like device hanging from the ceiling. An elaborate piece of alien-looking machinery.
Before I talk with them, because I want things to kind of go in the right order, I want to examine this.
A weapons delivery system. It appears to be an accessory tied directly to the alien equivalent of our ship's phasers and photon torpedoes. Unique, Captain. I believe these are self-referencing packed quantum cartridges.
Power boosters! Oh, I've read about those, but they're just theoretical.
Evidently, these are more than theoretical, Lieutenant Buchard. The energy initially released is infinitesimally small, but boosts itself until the power finally released is comparable to our photon torpedoes.
The technical journals discussing the possibilities indicated it would create a weapon of greater range than those we have now, if not a greater punch.
The machinery to deliver these cartridges would be an engineering feat as well, Captain.
A red triangular button. 2 yellow triangular buttons. 3 triangular blue buttons.
Maybe we could have Spock use these.
The device has finished loading, Captain.
Push the red button.
I believe, Captain, that this weapon must be hooked up through the main weapons battery. However, I've already examined the weapons console, and the main weapons battery on this ship was completely destroyed in the action, which made her a derelict. Mr. Scott would have to go over this thoroughly, but I would recommend we try to take this weapon with us to the Enterprise.
I don't think we should tinker with technology we don't understand, Spock, and I'm surprised you'd suggest such a thing. I agree that we should take it aboard the Enterprise. I'll try to raise the ship. Kirk to Enterprise. Kirk, I agree that we should take it aboard the Enterprise. I'll try to raise the ship. Kirk to Enterprise. Kirk to Enterprise. I wonder what's happening on the Enterprise right now.
Scotty will take good care of it, Jim. He has before.
I know, Bones.
I wonder where that Mudd has gone. I wouldn't let him out of my sight. Mind you, I'm not too crazy about having him in my sight either.
It looks to me like these people knew how to defend themselves, Captain.
That machinery in the middle of the room, however, is like nothing I recognize, and I thought I'd seen just about everything.
A most interesting technology, Captain.
If the Elasi gets hold of this, they'll make Mudd seem like a perfect caretaker by comparison.
We'll tear this ship apart. That sound. Sounds like they took that from the probe in Star Trek 4. Huh.
You look but see nothing. Padded inclines resembling a bed. This seems to be the main monitoring station for the beds. Above it is some sort of dispensary. Small containers of oddly colored liquids.
This sick bay. Quinn might want to look at these.
It would be interesting to analyze them back aboard the Enterprise, but these are probably vaccines, medicines, and research viruses.
Do they pose any threat to us, Doctor?
None seems likely to have any effect on human or Vulcan physiology. To be on the safe side, though, I wouldn't recommend taking a snootful from one of the capsules. There's nothing there required.
Nothing to report.
Lieutenant Buchert, his is not to reason why, his is to obey orders and stay alert. Dr. McCoy, who isn't arguing as much with Spock as usual. James Kirk, the paragon of a Starfleet captain, feels nothing like a paragon right now. Mr. Spock, your loyal science officer.
Captain, count your blessings. We haven't met any salt vampires or deranged computers, blood-draining clouds, cell-imploding sirens, Greek gods, or any of the other things that people keep telling me about in security.
Yeah, the Enterprise has had its run-ins with a lot of different kind of creatures and dangers.
There's not much I wouldn't do to not have to deal with mud.
Are you religious, Jim? Is Harry Mudd a divine punishment for anything we did wrong?
I can't think of anything we did that was that bad. Sometimes I wish I had become an archaeology professor instead of a Starfleet captain.
You look troubled, Captain.
Sorry if I was bothering you. I was just silently cursing the day I met Harry Mudd.
Well, let's see what's up here.
You see a plain gray screen. You look but see nothing. You look but see nothing. A control console from which operators run the ship. A control console from which...
So basically, this is the bridge.
This appears to be some sort of engineering instrument.
It is a multi-bit compact duver with its own Draktar traction unit and clamp kit.
It might be useful.
Evidently the aliens' bridge, their centralized control. A closer look may provide more information. This is clearly the control center for the ship, Captain. I cannot deduce much information, but I do observe two things.
Go on, Mr. Spock.
This station definitely is configured differently from the one beside me.
This shouldn't be surprising. After all, there are two stations.
That may be, Doctor. But if you'll recall, all the Enterprise's different stations link into the same computer network bank, and...
What else can you determine at this stage, Mr. Spock?
These people have a fixation for the number 6, and even divisors and multiplicans thereof, 3s and 12s in particular. I believe this may be the necessary first clue to understanding the aliens.
This may have been their bridge, but this sure doesn't look like the Enterprise.
We've done quite well so far, Captain.
In spite of Harry Mudd.
Speak of the devil. Where is that little angel?
It's kind of interesting. Speaking of the devil, where's the angel? Okay.
I'm speechless, Mr. Spock. Words cannot adequately describe this place.
Boldly go where no man has gone before. We are here, Jim.
Lieutenant Buchert looks intensely at these controls and suppresses a childlike impulse to touch them. Dr. McCoy is still frowning. James T. Kirk, captain of the USS Enterprise. Mr. Spock, Vulcan's finest contribution to Starfleet.
See what's down here. It's awesome time.
You look but see nothing of...
The data view screen is operational. The information selectors are controlled from the console platform.
The sphere in the middle of this console appears to be some sort of control mechanism. Sometimes you wonder if Spock will ever show emotion. Kirk is silently worried about what is happening back on the Enterprise. McCoy is his usual crusty old self. Lieutenant Buchard seems to have limitless energy. It makes you feel old just watching him.
This equipment's way out of my league, Jim.
Captain, does this mean that I'm a part of a major archaeological discovery?
You better believe it, Lieutenant.
I don't see why you're complaining about this mud guy. Who knows what advances we could get from all this knowledge?
This is a major archaeological find, Captain. I believe the galaxy may actually have cause to thank Harry Mudd.
Wow.
You can't be serious, Spock.
It would be nice to think that after all the stunts that Harry has pulled, that he would do something right for a change. This technology is unbelievable, Mr. Spock. I've never seen anything like it.
It is indeed impressive, Captain. If I were capable of emotion, I would be in awe of this place.
If you're incapable of emotion, how do you know what awe is, Spock?
Nothing to report, Captain. Apparently an information data screen, something like the display readers on the Enterprise.
I'm going to call it a Let's Play right now.
Save new game. Replace previous.
So I'm going to save it here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.